even though it's for Mmoh.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get too much in the weeds about that, but it just seems like, well, since there is no real warning and there are no repercussions, why institute it? Why even, you know, sort of address it? But Isner did get fired up about it. You're right.
Love.
He's just getting warmed up at 121 miles per hour.
No one serves and plays the score of the game better than John Isner. He brings out the heat in the big one when he needs it, and he'll serve a little bit more conservative for Isner standards when he's up, say here, 40 love, and maybe take a little speed off of it, save energy.
First game.
Yeah, first game and a first meeting.
So I've never heard of that before. I didn't know there was such thing as a warning. That's not a warning. I got you.
And the question, the salient point for the players, and Michael Mmoh said it, will I be fined for that?
Yeah, we got that one. He wanted to clarify that it wasn't coming out of his paycheck.
A legitimate concern for every working man these days, and woman. But that is a tough adjustment. You've played John Isner a number of times. What was it like the first time you had to receive his serve, something that Michael Mmoh is facing today?
Well, I think what makes so challenging for Isner is that he disguises his ball toss so well, so you really have to, you can't get a read on it. So maybe at first you almost have to guess on the first serve, and then you can get used to a little bit of his tendencies where he goes to on certain points.
Love 15.
Yeah, the former Georgia Bulldog taking the attack forward.
That's the other thing when you play someone like John Isner, it makes you that much more tentative sometimes, and you feel the pressure on your own serve because you know you're not going to get a lot of looks on the Isner serve. So when you are serving, you got to take care of your serve.
First serve percentage is always important, but maybe against a guy like Isner even more so, because John's going to be aggressive on the returns, particularly when he's got a bit of time.
Lat for serve. 40-30.
He produces a fairly flat strike off that backhand wing.
Yeah, and then he has spin on the forehand, Mo, so it's difficult to really get a rhythm against him. His backhand flat doesn't bounce very high, and then the forehand's got that loopy topspin on it.
Game Mmoh.
Boy, nice adjustment. It looked like he was going to go forward here, and then quickly up to it. And a nice finish with the smash. So he's got a game on the board, so you can just allow those butterflies to settle a bit.
I think that's also why maybe Mmoh decided to receive first. He did win the coin toss. Again, playing someone like Isner, you got to go about it two ways. One, you want to serve first and always play with the lead, or maybe get a quick break early on because you don't think that Isner's really into the match yet or really zoned in on the serve just yet.
Oh. Love 15.
See the strapping on his right leg. This is something that wasn't there in his first round match. And there's the forehand.
15 all.
Yeah, we talk about Isner's serve and the effectiveness of first and second ball. The forehand, when it's going, one of the biggest shots in the game. I mean, this is a heavy ball.
And it's really Isner's serve that's so masterful. It just sets up everything for the rest of his game. It's such a weapon.
And
he can create angles that no one is used to seeing, right? Just coming from that height, it just comes from a different trajectory. I mean, there's other players that serve maybe faster than Isner, but doesn't have that same bounce because it's coming from a different height.
Oh.
Agassi talking about returning Ivo Karlovic's serve, and Agassi would say it's not the pace. Yeah, I've seen big serves, but the ball comes in at such a high bounce.
Yep.
So you're right, that sort of trajectory, the angle of the ball hitting the court and bouncing, dramatically different from the other guys who tend to hit through the court. Untouchable.
Isner leads 2-1.
Another ace and another game for John Isner. All right, we're on serve in the early goings of this second rounder. Here's Michael Mmoh, 25-year-old who spent a fair amount of time in Bradenton, Florida. The IMG Academy, went there for the first time at 13 years of age.
Oh.
Yeah, Michael Mmoh, a chance today to take out a legend, to become the answer to a Trivial Pursuit question, right? Who was the last man to beat John Isner? As Isner will retire at the end of this U.S. Open. Obviously one of the big stories here this year.
Oh.
talk about that a little bit. It's also difficult for both players a little bit to really focus on the match at hand, because if you're Michael Mmoh, you know that you could potentially retire John Isner, and if you're Isner, you're thinking, could this be my last match? It's really difficult for both players.
And
I can vividly remember being in Arthur Ashe Stadium watching Andre Agassi go down to Benjamin Becker, and then Benjamin Becker that's what he was known for the rest of his career. He was the one. Took down Andre Agassi on Ashe Stadium.
Ledfersen. Ledfersen. Game Mmoh. 2 games all first set.
Yeah, you mentioned Benjamin Becker. When Isner made his first inroads, Becker was involved in one of his first big tennis experiences. Download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track the latest scores, stats, match highlights, player news, and more. Available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. Download the US Open app, usopen.org.
You really have 2 options when you're returning the Isner serve. You either go 15 feet back behind the baseline, or you got to go 2-3 feet inside the baseline. Anywhere in between there, you almost have to hope and pray to even get a racket on it, because we talked about it with the trajectory of the ball, and his placement can put it on a dime. Especially the second serve. Mmoh often going way back on this one. I would do that sometimes, then it would go over my head. I had to do the ladder. I had to go inside the baseline, otherwise that ball was going over my head.
Yeah, I suppose it's either take it early or let it drop a little bit.
Yeah.
But you might run out of space back there by the time it drops.
That's
well, the forehand's working well. Isner's first big run was in Washington, D.C. back in '07, and he beat Benjamin Becker in the first round. He also beat Tim Henman, Wayne Odesnik, Gael Monfils, and Tommy Haas. And the distinguishing feature about those wins, his first big wins, all of them tiebreakers in the third. Incredible.
I remember that run. Something that you do not see very often. Isner missing an overhead. Especially one that was pretty routine there. Maybe the sun getting in the eyes a little bit this time of the day. Maybe just misjudged it a little bit with the wind, but you see him look up at the sun. It's always the sun's fault when you miss the overhead. Got to look back up.
Tennis players, we're all, we've all got the defense mechanisms all in place, right? For all the mistakes that are inevitable on a tennis court. Well, maybe Novak Djokovic has a thing or two to say about that. He doesn't make too many mistakes these days, nor does Carlos Alcaraz. Although, if he does make a mistake, it's equally as flamboyant as his winners.
Game Isner.
There's not much you can do about that.
Isner leads 3 games to 2 for set.
Gets him out of the game after missing that short overhead. His team's courtside, and we're following this one. I wonder if Stevie Johnson may be reaching the end of his career, although he's still planning on playing out the rest of the season, maybe into next year.
Steve Johnson's actually entered in a couple challenger events after this. He's already won a couple leading up to this US Open, which actually earned him the wild card. And here are 2 more wild cards playing each other here in the second round.
Yeah, that's a nice way to get entry, isn't it? You don't have to get into the qualifying, but you put in the hard work in the USTA Wildcard Challenge.
Definitely go in favor of Mmoh, but there's some vintage Isner. Again, he just can play so freely when you have that serve to back yourself up on, and on these return games, take some chances early on, go for your shots, be aggressive.
And look at that, 9 winners. And
30-50
for Mmoh. And you can see, you're right, that forehand has a lot of shape to it. It's got that racket head speed. Zach Evenden in the white cap, working with Michael Mmoh.
That's good serve there from Mmoh. Tough as a returner to get timing on the Mmoh serve because the ball toss goes pretty high, a little higher than normal, so you got to time that split step right if you're Isner.
Oh!
$40-30.
Yeah, that was a sweet angle.
Great job. So decisive. Nice.
Yeah, Mmoh. 3 games all first up.
Strong game. He's not making too many mistakes from the back, so he's going to be a tough out today.
Yeah. Could tell the wind started picking up a little bit in that point. The net was moving on the bottom. Both players getting a little bit more safe with their targets. Good margin for both players there.
Let's fuss.
Yeah, Michael Mmoh played in Winston-Salem last week and lost in the 3rd round of Born to Church in an absolute battle. The conditions were hot. Some great rallies between those two. He had a win over Marcus Garone in the 2nd round there.
15 love.
And then Mmoh also got to the third round in Washington, D.C. and had a win over Hubert Hurkacz, who at that time was 17 in the world rank. So he's had some good wins coming in. He's won some matches in tough conditions. So he's got a bit of momentum, I'd say, coming in here. I probably should mention, going back to Wimbledon, that Mmoh also had a win over the Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime. At that time, 12 in the ranks. But maybe a little undercooked in terms of match play. I know Felix had been struggling, but still a good win. He came through the qualies.
30-15.
In Delaware, he actually beat Shapovalov as well, so he had a win over Shapo and Auger-Aliassime. Beat Shapovalov in the round of 16. Then he beat Kovacevic.
Yeah, he's a strong player there, too.
Yeah.
He's playing well. Oh, yes. He's finding that inside-out backhand beautifully.
40-15.
He didn't look completely comfortable running forward, did he? Maybe a little bit of soreness, a little bit of a hangover from the previous match.
Yeah, he got up to that ball a little gingerly. Wasn't so sure if he wanted to push it.
Still has a game point for 4-3. Yeah, when you hit a ball that flat, that deep, it can be so effective. That was a good strike there. I almost feel like that was a forced error, but
yes, and Mmoh's doing a good job now of putting the return to serves in play. When you play against Isner, you know that the bigger serves coming when the deeper knee bend comes. If he's not bending his knees in full motion, he's taking a little bit off of it. I mean, something's a little off, but let's see here. That dropped. And he still hit that one.
Advantage, Mmoh.
That's not the full Isner. Let's see if now down break point, if he really goes into it and gets really aggressive with this serve to get himself out of trouble here. Great shot there from Mmoh. That's the forehand we talked about. Leaf has so much action. Got a lot of whip, a lot of hand speed at the end.
But Isner cleaned it up.
Juice.
That was a great point there if you're Michael Mmoh. You made him play every single ball he could. He actually fell down, got back up. that was far back in the court there. Michael Mmoh almost got tripped over by one of the microphones.
Advantage Mmoh.
The first double fault. He's got the 5 aces. Yeah, first serve to the rescue.
Seen that before.
You've seen those go by you,
yes.
you mean?
Yeah.
Although your claim to fame is beating him at Newport, right?
Yeah.
You got him at Rhode Island.
Isner won't want me talking about that match. It was before they resurfaced the court.
Advantage, Isner.
It wasn't bouncing so high, so me being about 5'9" and the ball sitting right in my strike zone perfectly for me. We shook hands at the end of that match. He said, "I'm never playing here again," but that was a lie because he came back and won it again. He won it the next year, then won it 4 times.
Okay, and Isner.
Yeah,
New balls, please.
Personal kingdoms.
Here's the lead, 4 games to 3 for sets.
Gets the game, gets to 4-3. But we're on serve at 3-4.
Latford.
See, these new tennis balls will move through the court pretty quickly. They'll hit this lake hold surface and really skid. Of course, Isner's serve could leave a mark on the back fence. Cut it too thin.
I don't think Mmoh had to even make it that good. Isner almost was giving up on that point. Just had to, could have given yourself a little bit more space over the net, but Mmoh just trying to make this drop shot just a little too good. That you feel as obviously as the set goes on and gets closer to the finish, and you feel that much pressure on your own serve because you know you're not going to get that many looks. And if you're Mmoh, you had a couple in that last game, and you wonder to yourself, am I going to get another opportunity like that?
Forward.
30-all.
Oh boy.
30, 40.
Good return there from Isner down the middle of the court, taking away that angle from Mmoh. And Mmoh would definitely prefer to have a little bit more space on that forehand, a little bit more to the right so that he can really whip that cross court. You go down the middle hard like that, makes your opponent think twice.
Juice.
Well, a fairly neutral ball.
Yeah.
Sailed on him.
Can sense Mmoh was actually getting a little tentative there at the forehand, not putting as much pace on it, just trying to make Isner play that extra ball. He got away with it there.
Advantage Mmoh.
A good return again from Isner, but Mmoh definitely again more comfortable when he can handle pace on that backhand side. He just blocks it back leafy, hits it so flat, just kind of redirects it.
Juice. Advantage Mmoh.
Now you can see how stoked he was to get that first serve in. A good one, 121 down the tee. Nice to get an ad with your serve. Obviously looking to close it down. John's warming up a little bit.
Yeah,
Juice.
Got some wingspan there at the net, because that was a great passing shot from Mmoh, but tough to get that by someone like Isner. Almost better to go right at Isner low on the first one so that you can pass on the second one. Try and go for a winner like that. Isner can cover almost the whole court, couple steps.
Advantage Mmoh.
Right into the body, handcuffing Isner. Not able to even get a full swing on that at all.
Juice.
There's their backhand down the line return. So solid. I'll tell you, the backhand on Isner definitely doesn't have the same firepower, but a little bit more consistent at times. The forehand's the one that he gets really aggressive. You'll see a lot more winners, but more errors on that side at times. Backhand's kind of like the jab before the uppercut comes.
Advantage Isner.
Well, he took on the risk by playing into that small space, missed it wide.
Isner leads 5 games to 3 for set.
Father Robert are in the group.
15 long.
Serving for the set.
And then you see Isner with that slight little boost of energy now that he gets that break. When we talk about how he plays the score so well, and obviously serving for the first set here, he knows that he can bring up that energy level again. Does it better than anybody, John Isner.
That camera angle, good indication of how fast that ball is coming.
Yeah,
40 long.
When the camera angle is low like that, you really get a sense of the speed and the trajectory of the Isner serve. Tough reaction time if you're Mmoh.
Game first set, Isner. 6 games to 3.
Takes care of business on his serve. His team's on their feet as he sits down. 1980s. His father out of Nigeria.
That forehand barely catching the line. Isner didn't even think that that was going to land in. He kind of stopped playing a little early.
Yeah, 123 right down the tee. Nice way for him to reset here in this opening game of the second. And Michael's dad, Tony, he also played college tennis at St. Augustine College in Florida. That's a D2 school.
Game, Mmoh.
Well,
First game, second set.
So good start for Mmoh then in the second. So a couple of nervous moments, I think, helped him ultimately get broken. A couple of words between his coach and Michael. His dad, Tony, played with a gentleman I knew pretty well, another Nigerian. Talk about tennis being an international sport. Nduka Oduzor out of the University of Houston. He was top player. A couple of titles in singles, 7 in dubs. It's amazing the international nature of tennis. Of course, Isner out of Greensboro, North Carolina. That's pretty international. I think they have an international airport there.
15 love.
Isner now to the Big D, and they've got a wonderful new ATP event there, the Dallas Open. There's Isner into the finals there. Boy, he had 4 championship points in that event.
Stays true to his roots. Big sports fan. Obviously loves his Georgia Bulldogs. He's a big hockey fan as well. Loves the Carolina Hurricanes, even though he lives in Dallas.
Yeah, I was wondering whether he'd have to shift the lead. Don't tell me he's a Cowboys fan.
No.
Yeah, he's got to be with the Panthers.
Big time.
49.
It's one of those Roger Federer games. There are 55 seconds.
Oh. Game is now. 1 game all, second set.
What was Isner like as a college player when you talked to some of the guys coming up? He was a bit rough, I hear, that he really had to evolve as a player, didn't he?
It's amazing. I mean, you got to give full credit to John Isner and all of his team for the way that they've improved his game overall, all around. He always had the big serve.
15 love.
He was always there.
And I only say that because Isner said, I needed 4 years of college.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He grew. He always talks about it, how he grew as a person, not physically, but as a person, but both on and off the court. But I can vividly remember playing him in Gainesville and in Athens, Georgia, and you know, obviously the serve was always been the weapon, but if you could get into long extended rallies, you know, he would either check out of the point or just go for broke at times. And you know, over his career, he's really evolved into a much more solid player off both sides. And especially his net game has gotten so much better, and physically now he's able to withstand and play these long matches. That was something in college where he wouldn't last in those full 3-set matches at times, especially if it was hot in Florida.
(30-15).
This is what he does to you. It's so difficult if you're Mmoh, because you're not getting the rhythm that you're used to getting against, I would say, 85–90% of the players on tour. that's a big second serve.
40-30.
Now that's going to test a few of the fans' reactions as that one came screaming into the stands. All right, there's a point for 2-1.
Deuce.
Now back to deuce.
Advantage Isner.
He's returning well.
I always said early on in Isner's professional career, I said, why wouldn't you just go for returns like that all the time? You know you're going to hold serve 99.9% of the time, and you have so much confidence in that as a weapon. Why not go for broke on the return of serves when you have it?
Yeah, let's see what he does here. Break point.
Deuce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really good serve there. Curled that down the center line.
Advantage Isner.
He just zones in when it comes to crunch time, Isner. He knows. I feel like at the beginning of some games he kind of feels it out a little bit, you know, with the 15 all points, 15-30. Then all of a sudden, now he gets to deuce, and it's a different level. And he ups his energy level, ups the intensity, and focus as well.
Isner leads 2 games to 1 to the set, and by 1 set to love.
Up a set and a break.
Love 15.
Avoid, you know, sitting in the rocking chair. Tries to build on this advantage. He's looked good.
anticipation. Knew he had no chance if Isner went to the open.
15-30.
And then stayed home on that side. Watch this as Mmoh fakes like he's going to recover, stays home, and somehow comes up with an unbelievable backhand pass there. Oh, man.
30-all.
Gotta say, Leaf, it's nice to have something like that as a weapon, but just the way he hits that serve, it wasn't like it had so much pace behind it. I mean, even though, yeah, okay, it was 115, but it starts off in the ad box, and by the time it's done, it's on the other side of the US Open sign back there because it has so much movement on it.
$40-30.
Same results, same shot from Mmoh.
Juice.
I understand the urge to do it because Mmoh is so deep in the court, but boy, does he move well.
But Isner didn't really disguise that drop shot so well. You saw the racket face was open. Mmoh was able to get a good jump start on that, but still had to come up with the goods there. Great passing shot there as he's on the full out slide with the slice backhand.
Advantage, Isner.
And Mmoh doing a great job on that return, too. He kept that pretty low, but you just got to tip your hat. And you see his doubles partner, Jack Sox, in there now. The full crew.
Juice.
Boy, what a shot again. I think we saw this story before.
Advantage Isner.
On that due side, that's where Mmoh's got to change up the stance on the return because he hasn't really gotten a good look on that side. Take it early or go even farther back because Isner is just picking on that slice wide right now.
Well, that's a good game.
Game Isner.
Mmoh played some fine points.
Isner leads 3-1, second set.
Underlines the break here in the second. A nice combination of plays. Also on the team, that's Grant Chen. Dallas. You're on. USOpen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats, and draws. Visit the official tournament site at USOpen.org.
15-love. 30 love. Game.
That's a strong game, but
Isner leads 3 games to 2.
the damage has been done, so.
And by 1 set to love.
Will at least stay within reach. He's at 2-3, but it's Isner, set and a break. One year finished in the top 10 at number 10 in 2018.
Oh. Love 15.
And you talk about the pressure of trying to get to the Isner serve. Every time you get the ball in play,
yeah,
you feel like I've got to win this point.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You get the return to serve and play, you're like, okay, I'm in the rally. And then all of a sudden, Isner will go for a big forehand. And you're like, I'm out of the rally. And then you got to deal with the serve again. It's so challenging. It's not so much a physical battle. It's more of a mental battle when you play against Isner. Oh.
Love 30.
And you feel like you're in an unbelievable position here if you're Mmoh to maybe get a chance at breaking back. And this is when Isner will take his time and then come and knock out 2 big serves to get it right back. But again, Mmoh doing a good job here in this game. Didn't have to do anything on that point, so he'll take that. And there's one.
15-30.
And usually on the ad side, when he really needs one, he'll pop that flat one out wide. But he may stay away because the Mmoh backhand return is probably the more solid of the two. So Isner will see if he decides to go to his favorite or if he's going to go to the weakness of the opponent. He goes in.
30 all.
I would have been sitting on that one all day, Lee. Still would have gotten by me, but yeah, that's his go-to when he needs one on the ad side.
And as you said earlier, he saves that little extra gas for when he needs it most.
Yeah, and this is the stuff that just beats you down as a player. When you're Mmoh, you feel like you got a good position in the game and just takes your racket out of your hands. Still an opportunity in this game.
40-30.
Watch out for the big kick now from Isner on the second.
Juice.
I feel like Isner's trying a lot of drop shots today, even on the volleys too. Just trying to finish the point. I feel like he's in pretty good position to hit that forehand volley through the court or angle it off. Didn't have to be so short in the court, especially if he gets it to the Mmoh forehand. He'll get a little look because he'll have to whip it up and down.
Oh. Advantage is there.
Those are the looks that you're not going to get a lot of if you're Michael Mmoh. You've got to take advantage of that. Would have probably tried to hit that shorter in the cross court, not so deep, and get Isner on the run. What about you, Leaf?
Yeah, I like when he's opening up the court. Isner can't hurt you as much when he's out wide. If Isner's dominating the center of the court, that could be tough. Try and get him out of that location.
And I always felt that Isner was so much more dangerous when he was hitting forehands on the ad side. When he's running around hitting forehands, you're always on your heels, because that's when he was really going to hurt you.
Game Isner.
An absolute rocket of a serve.
Isner leads 4 games to 2.
Just to change it.
I barely saw that serve, but I think it was an ace.
He's only 129 out wide.
Jeez. He's already got 15 aces, so he's doing some good things with the serve as usual. There's the MPH. 38 years of age.
$15.
And at 38, he's the oldest American man to win a singles match since Jimmy Connors. It's back in '92. Jimmy won a match on his 40th birthday.
Oh boy. Oh, and he missed it.
30 love.
Sometimes you see your opponent go down like that, and you're too focused on that, and you don't pay attention to the shot. Isner just literally could have just bunted the ball back in the court, but just glad Mmoh's okay there.
$40 love. Game over. New balls, please.
All right, so that's 4-3
the lead. 4 games
for
to 3
Isner
seconds.
here in the second.
By 1 set to love.
All right, setting the break continues here for John Isner. Trying to keep his career alive. He's got new tennis balls after the first 7, and then the next 9 games.
15 love.
I mentioned Isner playing doubles here with Jack Sock last year. He got the Sunshine double in the doubles. He won Indian Wells in Miami. Won Indian Wells with Hurkacz, Miami with Jack Sock. The funny pairing, though, was Rome when he got to the finals with Diego Schwartzman.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
It's a funny picture of
David and Goliath pairing together.
Isner 6'10", Schwartzman 5'7".
I did feel like that when I was holding his hand at the net. There's a funny video of Dudy Sela when he played Ivo Karlovic one time, and after the match he went back and pulled the chair from where the umpire was sitting and then put it on right by the net and stood on it to shake Ivo Karlovic's hand.
That's a great thing about tennis, isn't it? It can be 5'7", it can be 6'10". Still
40-50.
Success and satisfaction in our sport. Michael Mmoh, 6 feet 2 inches. Good height for tennis. It's funny how the guys have gotten taller in terms of average. You know, Rod Laver, Ken Rosewell, they were 5'7", 5'8". Pete Sampras, Roger Federer, 6 foot, maybe 6'1".
You're right. I feel like tennis players have, on average, gotten taller.
Yeah, Murray and Djokovic are what, 6'2", 6'3".
40-30.
The prototypical player.
Yeah.
But now you're getting these Medvedevs and guys 6'6", 6'5", who move so beautifully.
Like NBA players, the way they move. I mean, you see it up close and personal. You realize how big and tall they actually are. The way they run up and down the court. I mean, tennis got to be a little bit more agile, but like guys 6'4" moving like the top guys, it's incredible. Oh, wow.
Game Isner.
There it is, Lee.
Isner leads 5 games to 3, second set.
Having a little chat with his team.
Well, it's nice when things are going as they are. If you're in the Isner team, right, setting a break, all is good in the camp.
Love 15.
If the set continues, I mean, Michael Mmoh's had one comeback from 2 sets down. This set not over yet.
15 all. Yeah,
this is when Isner really frees up a set and a break and just feels that he can be really aggressive and take some chances here. He'd love another one so that he could start off the 3rd set serving.
Oh.
All. 40-30. Game Mmoh. Isner leads 5 games to 4. Second set and by 1
Since
set to
Mmoh's
1.
been broken, he's done pretty solidly on serve. In the corner of this Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center. And down on court, it's Isner 5-4. Can he get to 2 sets to love?
Yep.
15 love.
Kind of tossing the ball up before he served just to adjust to see where the sun would be interfering with his toss. And this is when Isner does a little bit of a quick toss. Doesn't toss it as high as normal so that the ball doesn't get so high up that the sun is in his view, but makes it even more challenging now because he could almost quick serve you sometimes.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation. It doesn't seem to be going as high.
No. And then it throws off Mmoh.
30 love.
Return to serve because he's so used to split stepping at a certain time. Now all of a sudden, Isner almost speeding up the motion to take you out of even more rhythm, as if it was hard enough, not hard enough to return the serve before.
Yeah, that's a little bit like a Nick Kyrgios serve or a Goran Ivanisevic. These guys who take the ball early in the toss. Are you surprised more players don't serve like that? Or is it more timing difficult?
It's just too difficult to change something like that up. Isner's done that
40
since
love.
he was in college, and it's something that he's always done. So he's confident doing that, especially in the big moments. He'll do it. If the sun's in his eyes, change up the motion, speed it up a little bit.
Some impeccable defense there, and he's got set points.
Game in second set, Isner. 6 games to 4.
Second set.
Third set, Mmoh to serve.
All right, that's Richard Haig telling us it's the third set, and Michael Mmoh's going to serve first. It's been a lesson in what John Isner does well out here on the grandstand. There's our man in the chair, umpire Haig. I'm Leif Shiras alongside Jesse Levine, former Canadian Davis Cupper. And a nice day to talk about American tennis with these two kicking off the schedule on grandstand. We won't talk too much about Canadian tennis with the fortunes of the Canadians here this year, but kind of a tough outing for the
I mean, obviously Shapovalov not healthy, so had to pull out, couldn't play. Same with Andreescu, dealing with a stress fracture in her back.
Felix Auger-Aliassime lost early. I mean,
called that match. He played Mackie McDonald.
Former semifinalist here, right? And Chapo was also a semifinalist, wasn't he? Or quarterfinals?
Quarters.
Yeah. Obviously, Andreescu, a former champion here.
(30-15).
And Leylah Fernandez also lost early. She's a former finalist here. So the Canadians have done well in the past, but maybe not so much this year. See that Mmoh has mentioned the strong summer he's had, winning a lot of matches on the hard courts this year. You can see the rhythm he can produce. He's a very skilled player from the back. It's not easy to play your game when you're feeling that kind of pressure that you must hold and that you must not make mistakes.
Game Mmoh. First game, third set.
For Mmoh, who got to the third round in Australia at the season's first major. Trying to do that again here today. Of course, he did lose to an American in the third round there. That was J.J. Wolf. And it was J.J. Wolf who ended up losing to Ben Shelton. And Ben Shelton making the quarterfinals down under.
Ben Shelton win yesterday as well against Dominic Thiem. Unfortunately, Thiem had a retire.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Thiem. Shelton was looking good, having taken that opening set in a breaker, but 3 out of 5 is a different sort of dance. mentioned Francis Tiafoe, Tommy Paul, Shelton, Taylor Fritz, all in the third round in the bottom half.
Grant Chen on his feet and McPherson both standing up after that point. Those are the balls that are obviously tough for John Isner, the low short ones, because he's got to get up to him, try and catch the ball at its highest point as he possibly can. See if Mmoh does anything to change that up. Maybe bait Isner to coming forward with a short slice, make him hit that approach shot.
$30-15.
I don't want any of our SMU Mustang fans to think that Grant Chen is pulling for a bulldog here. I think it's more of the Dallas connection, right?
It's not the same conference. He can do it. Well, Isner obviously hitting there now. He spends a lot of time at the SMU courts practicing. Grant Chen definitely arranges for some good practice sessions there. I'm sure he practices with a lot of the players. It's a good recruiting tool there for Grant Chen. Hey, come to SMU, you get to practice with John Isner.
That's pretty nice to be able to put your game up against Isner's.
They do have an incredible new indoor facility. It's beautiful.
Game Isner. 1 game all, third set.
Yeah, the Texas tennis community is vast, and certainly in Dallas, plenty of support. They've got a new event there this year, the Dallas Open, I should say, over the last couple of years now. Is Isner a part of that push to be inclusive? Of course, with 4 kids, he's not going to be getting out to the courts much these days after his retirement.
15-1.
And Leaf, you know, Isner obviously really hit the map when he had that 70-68 win at Wimbledon, but he's kind of a homebody. He likes playing in the United States. He's had pretty much almost all of his tournament titles have been in the United States.
Yeah, the 16 career titles, only 2 of them have come outside our border, and both at the same site. That was in Auckland, New Zealand. He won his first title there back in 2010. And again in 2014. But yeah, I think he likes home cooking.
It must be tough to travel with 6'10".
40-15.
Now, knowing some of the sort of sleeping accommodations in Europe and the sort of smaller beds, I want to say, it can't be easy to sleep comfortably at 6'10".
(40-30). Game Mmoh.
Well, Mmoh's still playing.
Mmoh leads 2 games to 1.
The kind of energy that he certainly has the fitness to go 5.
Oh, almost right in the camera there. That's so
15 love.
Mmoh's doing all the right things now. You got to show Isner that you're not going away. Show a couple of fist bumps, even though you may not feel the best being down 2 sets to love. You got to show your opponent that you're not going to go anywhere.
30 love.
And we mentioned Mmoh having a good, strong season. He kicked it off in Australia, you mentioned, with that 3rd-round performance, but he had a win over Sasha Zverev. And I know Sasha was a little bit undercooked in terms of his tennis, but to beat a guy in the top 15 in the world, it's a nice way to kick off the season. Give you a little boost of confidence, get a little momentum going early in the year. I can really set the table for what's to come.
Drop shot. Mmoh backhand side and another sliding passing shot there, but good volley there from Isner. Soft hands from the big man.
Isner.
Yeah, that backhand's been money today.
2 games all, 3rd set.
Wife Madison, supportive as usual. Of course, the crowd would have been bigger if they had the kids here. I don't see the kids. There are 4 of them: Hunter Grace, John Hobbs, James McKinley, and Chapel Lee. Someone's doing some good work with the names. Stay connected to the U.S. Open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open.
$15 love.
From Mmoh, and against Mmoh's players would have either gotten an easy short ball or maybe even an ace, but because Isner's got such long reach, he's able to get that ball deep in the court and neutralize.
And you did all the right things, and Mmoh's
30-15.
a lot of players do now. They keeps that ball low right down the center, and then has faith in his feet to come and make something happen on the next ball. Was that a tactic you like to use, or did you like to go wide early?
Kind of depended on where my positioning was when I was
40-50.
shot. If I felt like I had a good look on it, then I would definitely go wide. If not, then I try and go down the middle, like you said, and then try and rely on my speed and footwork. But again, Mmoh moves so well that he can rely on that to most likely get to the next shot.
Yeah, I think there was a time in the game when guys were expert volleyers, maybe going back a number of years. But now I think you can make guys make difficult volleys, and it can test them up there.
Game Mmoh.
Yeah, Mmoh's doing well
Leads 3
here.
games to 2. Third set.
He's got his nose ahead. We're on serve.
Isner leads 2 sets to love.
3-2. All right, Big John Isner at 2-3 here in the third. Second round matchup here on the grandstand for Isner. His last title. His last title was in Atlanta.
15 love.
In 2021. Well, he won that title a number of times.
Close to home, close to college.
He won 6 Atlanta titles.
Yeah.
Personal ATM machine. Small withdrawals. And the conditions in Atlanta pretty hot as well, so he manages his energy pretty well in hot conditions. Obviously, he gets the free points here and there with the serve. That helps. Yeah, that was an excellent return. Lots of pace behind it.
When Isner starts hitting his spots like that and with that much pace, you almost have to guess on a first serve here, Michael Mmoh, because you want to be able to put something on the return. But again, you're not going to be able to react that fast to a serve coming from that trajectory with that speed. Like there, he was leaning a little bit beforehand, and he's able to put that deep. That's a great return there from Mmoh. Even though he didn't hit over it, he still chipped it deep.
Have a look where his eyes go just before he tosses.
Interesting.
I would go T. How about you?
Have a look where his eyes are looking before the toss.
Game Isner. New balls, please. 3 games all, third set.
Some servers have a tell. Don't think Isner really has a tell. I mean, I've been on the other side of that serve more than I wanted to. I don't see a tell. It's more about tendencies. That is more of a read, I would say. I did play one player that would whisper to himself where he was going so I could see what he was saying. I'm not going to name names.
Wow, that's...
Yeah.
That's a tell.
Yeah, that was a tell.
Didn't Andre Agassi talk about Boris Becker?
Yeah, he did. He did. Where the tongue was going?
Yes. Becker and Agassi, a couple of U.S. Open champions. got their name on that sort of revered list of players who've raised the championship trophy here. Who's going to get 7 wins here in New York? Yeah, that's a 40 shot. I mean, it's very flat. when he's confident, he hits it.
And watch the backswing on this backhand from Mmoh. There's barely anything. It's just so compact, so not a lot can go wrong. And that means he's timing the ball so well if he's able to put that much pop behind it with such little backswing.
Yeah, Mmoh. Mmoh leads 4 games to 3. Third set.
On serve in the third set. John Isner steps to the line at 3-4. And the one thing that's so admirable about the serve, people say, well, he's tall, he has a good serve. Well, it's more than that. He does everything so well. You know, this kinetic chain that is the serve, all the parts seem to sync so well.
Isner was the original put the ball through the legs before you serve. The basketball move. See a couple other players following his footsteps there. Lauren Davis actually does it on the WTA Tour. I see J.J. Wolf does it as well.
Now, I'm going to contest that.
Okay.
I'm going to say I think Boris Becker did a little bit. Yeah, I think he did a little bit of that. I don't know if he did his entire career like John.
Okay.
Certainly the first American. Although you're right, Lauren Davis does do that.
Yeah. Isner wasn't sure if he should let that one go or not.
40-15.
A couple good volleys there from Isner. Getting ready for his doubles match later.
A little body English by Isner.
Is that 4 games all third set. 15 love.
Well, we're sort of heading in that direction to a tiebreak. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but something that Isner knows so well.
Such a gamer. Those crucial moments, so clutch at times.
30
It's
love.
had an impact on the game, right down to the scoring. When you think of the Isner rules when it came to tie breaks, obviously the 70-68 was a key one, but the 26-24 against Kevin Anderson. You know, Wimbledon changed the rules about tie breaks for the very next season.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you something. If I was at Wimbledon that he won 70-68, you should have seen his feet in the locker room after that. I mean, it almost looked like he wasn't going to be able to walk. Mind you, even step foot on the court after that.
Yeah, over 11 hours of tennis, over 3 days.
$40, 15.
And the match with Anderson ended 26-24. It was in 2018, and then 2019, the new rule, they play a tiebreaker at 12 games all. That was a 12-point tiebreak, and they ended up using it, right? Djokovic beat Federer in the championship match using the new rules, the Isner rules.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty exciting. I mean, I'm all for it.
Of course, they changed the rules again. Now it's just the match tiebreak in the 5th set. Do you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Mmoh leads 5 games to 4.
It makes it really exciting to finish off a match.
Isner leads
well
2
like
sets
that.
to love.
There's no need for a match to go to 70-68.
So 4-5 in the 3rd. 2 sets to love.
$15 love.
So good there. First one into the body, gets that short ball, and moves up to that so well. Catches that ball just high enough so where he's able to really get that wrist below the ball and spin it, get it to drop in.
Games all 3rd set.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. Isner said after his 1st round victory that he was feeling pretty good. He would need the kind of support from the crowd to help him get through tough moments. Certainly getting that from his team again today. The position of the draw he's in, the winner will take on the winner of Jack Draper and Hubert Hurkacz. Both those guys certainly talented, but it's doable.
Isner's got to get through this one first.
Exactly.
But again, Yeah, with his serve, I mean, he could beat anybody. It's just a matter of how healthy is he feeling and how the body holds up after. Oh, right into the microphone. Isner just shaking his head.
You know, in Isner's mind, I'm thinking, okay, he'd like to get out of here in 3 straight sets. Michael Mmoh is thinking, I can still do this.
Yeah.
You know, so this is no done deal.
We saw Tommy Paul do it last night, down 2 sets to love.
Unbelievable effort.
Yeah. 30-50.
Yeah, Paul taking out Roman Safulin, the Russian. And the first 2 sets, I don't think I've ever seen Safulin play better.
I mean, the first 2 sets, Safulin was playing like he was a top 10 player. It was incredible. And then he had that almost self-doubt as if I could keep that level up. And Tommy Paul just jumped on that opportunity, and there was no looking back.
Oh! You know, one of those early breaks of serve in the 3rd that Tommy sort of, okay, I can do this. From love 2 down. Got him back in it.
Good job there, especially on that return of serve with that reach, able to get that so deep in the court to start to neutralize. And he's starting to pick on the Mmoh forehand a little bit in these tight moments here. That's the side that Mmoh has gotten tentative on, but see if Isner can keep picking on that side a little bit. That's good serve there from Mmoh.
40-30. Leading 6 games to 5, 3rd set. Isner leads 2 sets to love.
But he survives. So his coach and his team are happy to see 6-5. He's got the 6-5 lead, so Isner's going to step to the line, try and get there.
Again, leaning on the slice wide. That's where Isner started off. I would say 75% of the games with the first serve going slice wide, the first point of the game on a serve. Isner starting to change it up. This is the side that the sun is giving him a little bit of problem. So this is when he does the quick serve. Toss goes a little low. You see him looking up. A little different of a feeling when you're that high up and tossing it. It's a little closer to the sun than you and I, Leaf.
Well, that toss gets up in the jet stream.
Yeah.
It seems like the breezes haven't had too much of an impact today, which is nice. Of course, that light breeze does tend to keep you cool. Oh. Temperature is in the mid-70s today, so it's a little more mild than yesterday. Well, it was high 80s yesterday.
And very humid as well.
40 love.
There's that slice wide from Isner. It's amazing because that was only 104 miles an hour. That's like a slow ball from Isner. Just when you hit your spots, I take 104 slice wide like that, then 125 right into the slot for Mmoh.
Game Isner.
I gotta tell you, this is a
6 games all, 3rd set tiebreak.
Just loves to get into these tie breaks. I think he's played enough of them.
Yeah, his tiebreak record, just in terms of his career, 505 and 332. It's a lot of tiebreakers. See their records this season. Mmoh's done well, 6 and 5.
One zero Mmoh. Two zero Mmoh. Two one Mmoh.
Kept the volley down low with some nice underspin. Mmoh has got the mini break. We'll see if he can protect his serve.
This is where your Mmoh first serve percentage gets even more important in this tiebreaker here. You don't want to give Isner a look at a second serve that he can really jump on, be aggressive and take chances.
Trying to thread the needle down the line.
So good.
4-1 Mmoh.
Gives him a little bit of breathing room now in this tie break. Now if you're Mmoh, you got to guess on the first serve, because you want to make sure that you can, if you can take that chance now, be aggressive on the return of serve, having that mini break. Especially with the sun on that side for Isner. So Mmoh doing a great job of making him play a difficult overhead there, especially on the return to serve. Did a good job again.
Yeah, it seems like a small victory just getting balls back into play. Here's a dig at the back. Threw it up in the sun. So one more serve for Isner after the change.
Mmoh.
And even though you got that mini break now if you're Mmoh, you feel that pressure that you gotta take care of your serve here, because if not, don't know if you could get another mini break in here. It's so tough. Such a mental battle too.
Mmoh.
Yeah, down the tee.
Mmoh.
Yeah, he's battling and doing a strong job on serve. Really good. Lots of first serves. That always helps.
Mmoh. 7 games to 6.
He's got the time.
With the lead 2-1.
And he's got the third set. So this one, gentlemen, they'll play on.
4th set. Isner to serve.
All right, so it's a 4th set then between these two, John Isner and Michael Mmoh. Second round match here on the grandstand as Michael Mmoh bouncing back nicely.
15 love.
And delivering a very solid tiebreak. Did not have a break of serve. We did not have a break point in the third set. So both guys taking care of their serve. And the automatic line system also does call the foot fault.
Love. Game Isner. First game.
Now that's the perfect start for Isner, serving first in the 4th set, something that Mmoh was doing in the 3rd. Mmoh served first there. Is that an advantage to serve first, do you feel?
So I was just trying to listen in on what friend, coach, I guess, Justin Gimelstob is giving there to John Isner. I obviously, yes, I would love to start serving off, especially in a 4th set. After losing a tough tiebreaker, it's much better to play with the lead, especially when you have a serve like John Isner and the weapon that he has. You definitely want to be up in the score so that you could take some even more chances now on the return to serve games.
Yeah, you're never as comfortable taking chances when, if you lose your serve, you can lose the set, right?
Exactly.
30 love.
Oh.
30-15.
Trying to stay loose. Michael Mmoh, 25 years of age. Yeah, nicely done.
Really
40-15.
And that's when we talk about he can roll it, kind of shorten the court more off to the side. That's what's going to give Isner more trouble if you're Michael Mmoh, not through the middle. Less pace, more angle.
Game over. New ball, please.
All right, so Mmoh's on the board. And we've been talking about sort of
One
the
game
evolution
all
of the
set.
game with Isner and how the rules have changed because of him. He's like the Wilt Chamberlain, right, of tennis, how the rules have changed because of him. You might remember Wilt Chamberlain, standing in the lane. That's how the 3-second rule evolved in the National Basketball Association. But we've also seen how the game has changed in terms of tactics and shape, and the rackets and the string have
Yeah, I
shaped
was
how
going to say
points are
technology
played.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, because you see someone like Michael Mmoh with that shape on the forehand. Suddenly these guys are playing so wide. The game, you have to be such an athlete to protect your side of the court because of the shots these players produce.
Yeah, the game's become so physical, and obviously the string and the rackets, I think, definitely play a huge factor with the technology, and the amount that the players are able to swing so freely and be confident that the ball is going to drop in is absolutely incredible. So it's made such a huge difference. Talk about an Isner roll and a Wilt Chamberlain roll. That's some high praise, some tough
15
company
love.
there.
Yeah, exactly. One more thought about the wide attack. I mean, there was a time when guys like Bjorn Borg were suddenly playing with topspin, but it wasn't necessarily out wide so much. It was through the court but high. Now it's high and wide.
Like that right there. We talked about, you don't want to get too technical, but the revolutions on the ball that the players now are able to put, especially on that forehand side, is just astronomical. I mean, I know Jack Sock's forehand, he can really, and Rafa, obviously, when that ball hits your racket, you see it coming at you like an egg shape, almost like a kick serve. They can do that on the forehand side.
I think Casper Ruud might be at the top of the list these days for revolutions produced on his forehand.
30-15.
Return there. We were looking at Isner's racket, still playing with the Prince and the red string. I think he's been using that his whole career.
He's used that same string since college. He has not switched at all. Obviously, he's faithful and it's done him well. Why change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh.
And there's another thing that'll dissuade players attacking the net is the spin you can create cross court and down low. It's hard to protect that space of the court with the spin players can produce. That's why you got to be very selective about when you do come in.
It's also why you don't see as many serve and volley anymore, just because of the way players can return. Oh boy.
30-14.
Yeah, Mmoh's got to really just cover the wide serve here. Isner loves going on the ad side on the big points. Following that serve in, and Mmoh can't believe it because he had a great return. Shows me two things that Isner's coming in like that. One, he doesn't want to play a long point, or two, he's really trying to change things up here on that second serve. Yeah, Mmoh's almost in disbelief after that. Yeah, he was pretty happy with that return.
Advantage Mmoh.
Well, he did well to get another ball back into play, protecting that wide space. Seeing, yeah, he's taking a moment just to towel off, but also
that's demon our commitment right there. Keep that one.
Also trying to get the game plan right in his mind. What's the strategy here?
Lad for serve.
Again, and Isner's furious that he's lost his
serve.
Serve.
2 games to 1.
And lost his temper just momentarily, but certainly taking that out on the water bottle. Here's Mmoh with the lead.
Love. Love.
Isner trying to make something happen. He hasn't come forward too much today. He's been fairly effective when he has gotten up there. 6 of 8. Just seasoning his attack with the occasional volley.
You talk about coming forward. Yeah, Mmoh only coming in 8 times. Isner 38 times.
Game Mmoh. Mmoh needs 3 games to 1.
Things can get a little
Full set.
interesting for John Isner, depending on how he's feeling physically. Does he almost throw away this 4th set to try and be fresh for a 5th and final set, or does he try and fight his way back in because it's only 1 break? If it was 2 breaks, I say for sure he's throwing this set.
Download the US Open app to follow your favorite players. You can track the latest scores, stats, match highlights, player news, and more. Available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. USOpen.org. And all the various social media vehicles that you can follow the tennis on.
15 love.
Now, this is the kind of game Isner would want to play. Get through these games comfortably. A little bit of energy in reserve for the push to try and get the break back.
Yeah, you could see that on the serve now, especially, Isner feeling a little bit of something. Not sure if it's his back or where the tape is, but definitely not getting nearly close to the knee bend that he was at the start of the match.
Mmoh needs 3 games to 2, full set.
As that one floated
Isner
over the
leads 2 sets
baseline.
to 1.
As Big John is up 2 sets to 1, down to break in the 4th. This man, Michael Mmoh, plays really good tennis. Trying to play his way back into this one.
15 love.
The first time Mmoh cracked the top 100 was back in 2018. He won a couple of challenger titles in Columbus and in Tiburon. And most of his career has been spent at the challenger level and some at the ITF. Almost 300 matches sort of in those lower levels of the men's game. But the kind of success that would suggest, you know, once you've had success at that level, you know, maybe you're too good for that level, that you can be a regular top 100 guy. And that's what Mmoh is trying to establish. He's currently 89 in the ranks, career high of 82.
Yeah. Well, you see guys that are right around that 70 to 90 ranking that sometimes do go back to play challengers. Because if they're not match tough, they want to get those competitive reps, and winning is the best recipe for confidence. So yes, even if you go back to the Challenger Tour, you win one, that just gives you that much of a confidence boost and a lot of ranking points to make you believe again.
Mmoh leads 4 games to 2, fourth set.
He gets the game. Yeah, Mmoh played in Stanford, California, at the Challenger there, got to the quarterfinal, so he has dipped down this year.
Love 15.
It's so tough when you come from the Challenger Tour to the ATP Tour. They're not used to seeing you out there on the ATP Tour, so the playbook's not really out on you. And then the more you're there, the more people start talking in the locker room. The more strategy is talked about, strength and weakness of that player. So someone like Michael Mmoh, who has now played a lot on the ATP Tour, definitely strategy has been discussed between players in the locker room on how to play. And that's something I know that I did if I played someone that I didn't know that well. Talk to your friends in the locker room and say, hey, Leaf, have you played Michael Mmoh before? Like, what'd you think?
Yeah.
Then you get your friends that you think they're friends and they give you the wrong advice on purpose.
That's competitive out there. Yeah. And that's where, you know, the evolution of the player's game is so important. You know, you've got to add a few wrinkles to the game. The longer you're out there, the more the guys get a sort of a measure of the things you do.
In terms
of sheer numbers, you know, Michael Mmoh is going for his 24th ATP win today, also Grand Slam. Isner is going for 490. You're talking about one of the established stars of the game up against sort of an
it's 4 games to 3 full
break advantage. Isner takes
care of 2 sets to 1.
Get a third game. All right, John Isner trying to summon a way back here in the 4th set. Michael Mmoh, an inspired tiebreaker in the 3rd, and now the edge in the 4th.
Leaf, you talk about those wins from Mmoh and Isner being so close to that milestone 500 wins. Talked to a couple people on the Isner team, and they said that he wanted to get to that 500 so bad. I think that's what was really keeping him wanting to play a little bit longer to hit that milestone. That is a big deal.
Yeah, I think of Tim Henman, who retired with 496 match wins. Another one out wide. I know Goran Ivanisevic, who is in the Hall of Fame, he retired with 599. So one shy of 600.
I think 500 is a bigger milestone than 6, but still, when you're one away, that's.
Yeah, 500 is a pretty distinguished company. The last member to join that club was Gilles Simon, the Frenchman. Feliciano Lopez also got over 500.
That's a good return.
40-30.
You saw him on the previous one looking at his cam saying, should I slice the point return or should I hit over it? And that time deciding to go and be aggressive. He's got to somehow neutralize the Mmoh serve so that he's not running off the first ball, Isner.
Game, Mmoh.
Yeah, this is where Mmoh can be
Mmoh
so
leads 5
tough
games
to
to
beat.
3,
He
fourth
defends
set.
beautifully, gets a lot of these balls back.
It's funny though, for a guy as physically fit as someone like Michael Mmoh, you wouldn't think that he plays that kind of counterpunch game. You would think he would play the power game, but today he's done a great job now of neutralizing the Isner power and making Isner play that extra ball, trying to make this physical and these long-lasting points. An advantage Mmoh for the longer the point goes.
$15 love.
.129 miles per hour.
$30 love. $40 love.
37 aces. That was aces in your career, right? Wasn't it?
That was pretty close. Pretty close. How about Raonic in Canada had 37 aces in a 3-set match against Francis Tiafoe.
Yeah, pretty good movement there as you hustle around.
Game is that.
To force a 5th set. Mmoh's played so well to get to this position, but he's got to get over the line.
Both players been starting off these big, important games with the slice out wide.
$15 love.
You just get the sense that whenever Mmoh can get Isner on the run for more than 2-3 balls, that's when Isner's really struggling, especially moving out to the forehand side. He's got to push off that right leg.
$30 love.
A little open on that return. Just didn't get enough solid hit in it when you're changing the line. Here's 30 love.
$40 love. Game, 4th set.
That is an
Mmoh.
emphatic finish to the
6 games to 4.
A love service.
2 sets all.
And we have a 5th set coming up. Michael Mmoh and John Isner, 1 set to see who advances. So this one will require a 5th.
Final set. Isner to serve.
Yeah, that's the voice of Richard Haig working the chair. Of course, Isner turning 38 years of age in April. Trying to get to the 3rd round.
15 love.
Yeah, he's been to the net 40 times, and that time the volley works beautifully there, inside out.
That's a 15.
Yeah, Mmoh's been so good at tracking down these balls out wide, making Isner play these long rallies. And more returns back in play. The cumulative effect of his defensive skills.
That was a smart first volley there from Isner, not trying to go to the open court.
40-15.
The ball is below the net. He kept it in front of him to take away the angle from Mmoh.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that one. Again.
Yeah, but that's good, smart tennis. If you grow cross court, you're going to open yourself up to the angle.
(40-30).
Yeah, Isner's played plenty of 5-set matches in his career. His record's 12-24. And Mmoh 2-1. So experience says one thing and youth says another. Isner struggled with a couple of these overheads throughout this match.
Yeah, watch the effort to get this ball underneath. Oh, good lob. He's a powerful mover in the back there, getting his racket on a lot of shots.
You have complete
Advantage, Isner.
After that return to serve, Isner giving a come on, and Mmoh kind of letting out a no because he knows how big this moment is to start off this 5th and final set. He had a look at a return there, get that in play, make it difficult for Isner.
Game is that.
Well, that's an
New balls,
please.
Ball change. First game, final
The
set.
4th hour. I remember Coco Gauff talking about her opponent sitting down after this first game change.
Yeah.
That's in the rules. You can't sit down. But you can see how every service game is so vital, and the tension and the drama is so apparent every time it gets close in a service game. Because you feel like the break could decide the set.
Yeah, well, now it could decide the match. It's just It's going to be who plays the bigger points a little bit better in this final set. This is going to be, the opportunities are going to be very slim.
$15 love. $30 love.
Now you have to accept the challenge on your serve. And here's Mmoh, 30 love.
$40 love. Game Mmoh. 1 game all, final set.
Yeah, that's a nice response. So a couple sets each and a couple games, excuse me, a game each. This final set. Yeah, this grandstand court, there's not a bad seat in this small arena, small stadium. I mean, look at this setting, it's perfect. It's Ash Stadium there in the distance.
$15 love. $30 love.
Well, the emotions have to be pretty mixed for Isner. Yeah. Obviously, he's trying to focus on the match, but he knows his career is also hanging in the balance.
We talked about it at the beginning. It's challenging for both players, too. Don't think Isner had that thought after the first 2 sets.
Oh.
30-15.
Yeah, you obviously want to try and keep the emotion out of you, out of that, and focus on closing and being the warrior. As that one off the net cord.
$40-15. Game Isner.
All right, Isner.
Isner leads 2-1.
Summoning up
Final
some
sets.
energy there with some really good serving. 2-1. Here's Michael Mmoh.
$15 love. $30 love.
Yeah, pretty crafty little volley there.
Yeah, you could see Isner kind of pulling up there as he ran wide for that forehand. Didn't want to go full out. Kind of stopped a little timidly here at the end. You could see ailing a little bit of that right calf.
$40 love. Game over.
Yeah, that's impressive. I feel like his serving is
2 games
only
all,
getting
final
better.
set.
We talk about Isner's 38 aces. Well, Mmoh has 17, so it's been a productive phase of play for him too.
Yeah, in his 2 service games, he's 100% right now.
USOpen.org, your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, stats, and draws. Visit the official tournament site at USOpen.org.
Was waiting on that cross-court slice angle try there from Mmoh. We've seen him hit a couple of those winners early on in this match, and Isner anticipating that one. Good hands here from the big man on the half volley pickup. Not an easy shot. Mmoh just didn't get enough on that one. Get that past Isner. Tough from that low of an angle to really get some pace behind that.
Yeah, and you can't really go up the line either. The net's too tall. Isner finds the winner.
30 love.
Some fine defense in that forehand corner.
30-15.
Yeah, Mmoh using his athletic ability so well there, just making that extra ball deep in the corner. Not a lot of pace on it either, so Isner really having to generate his own power on that shot. So good.
30 all.
That backhand on Mmoh, he can really take that ball early because his backswing is so short, and he can go cross court or line with this. The ball right around shoulder height drives through that so nicely. It's almost got side spin on it the way he comes across it.
40-30.
132. Right down the tee. So Isner avoids a bit of trouble here on the grandstand court. Every service game a challenge. Let's see how Mmoh responds here.
$15. $30 low.
Yeah, again, that's that flat back end from Mmoh that we've been talking about. Stays so low and so hard for Isner to really time that, especially when Mmoh gets it deep in the court like that. Just skids right off the court.
A little bit wide. Yeah, the Mmoh backhand, it's pretty much straight back, straight through the hit. I think that's the way Jimmy Connors' mom taught the great American champion, of multiple U.S. Open champion, how to hit the backhand, straight back, straight through.
Well, it's pretty technically sound because in the big moments and nervous situations, not a lot can go wrong. So he's pretty confident hitting that.
Game Mmoh.
Nicely done.
3 games all, final set.
Nervous moments for the teams, the parents, the fans. How are the players feeling?
$15 low. $30 love.
Well, the ability to hit a flat serve with that kind of angle, that's just unreal there from Isner. No chance for Mmoh. Even if you guess right on that, you're not getting a racket on it.
$40 low. Game Isner.
All right, I love service game. John Isner hoping to extend his career. He's gotten himself ahead 4-3 in the
4 games to 3, final set.
Michael Mmoh will tee it up here in the 8th game.
Love.
Isner's best Grand Slam run came at Wimbledon back in 2018. That's the semifinal match against Kevin Anderson that we've alluded to, but also quarterfinals here in New York. Lost to Andy Murray on that occasion. Plus a couple other 4th rounds here at the US Open. So he's had 32 singles wins here in New York, his best Grand Slam.
All.
Boy, he closed quickly after that.
30-15.
That's a great play there from Mmoh. You see Isner on the stretch here on the backhand. Hits that flat backhand here, and you see him stretched with the racket face open. Only option for Isner to slice that, and Mmoh sneaks in there and just knocks away the volley. Really well done there. Good play there from Isner. Throwing in that slice to the Mmoh forehand. He's got to lift it up, and that's where Isner is so dangerous when that ball gets right around waist to shoulder height. He really can put some good pop on that. First little tough moment here of this final set for Mmoh on his serve.
(40-30).
Yeah, good serve into the body. Tying up Isner.
Mmoh. 4 games all, final sets.
Now, right about now, you're rubbing your hands together saying, what's going to happen now? This is getting good. Mmoh trying to reach the 3rd round of the US Open.
Just make him lose focus here. Make him lose focus here. Here we go.
Mmoh's never been there here at the US Open in the 3rd
15
round.
love.
Started the season with a 3rd round run in Australia. Now trying to get it done on American soil.
Love.
And Isner competing in his 17th consecutive US Open. And this will be his last.
40 love. Again, Isner.
Now he's lighting up the ace counts. Of course, no one has hit more aces than this man. He's adding to that
leads
total.
5 games to 4, final
that's
set.
A number that's not going to be surpassed any time. Michael Mmoh would certainly like to reach the 3rd round. Certainly great to be a part of a moment like this.
$15 love.
He's getting that little extra boost of adrenaline right now, Isner. Saw him jumping up and down before he got settled to return. Crowd really getting involved here towards the end of this 5th and final set.
$15 all.
Come on, Mo. These are the moments when you're a kid and you're practicing and you don't want to hit anymore and you're tired and you're toast and your coach makes you hit that extra couple of shots.
15-13.
These are the moments that Isner has trained his whole career and his whole life for. And he's been in this situation so many times. A little newer for Michael Mmoh. But when the moment gets big, that's when Isner thrives. I think Isner and the crowd was waiting for an out call, but Mmoh
30 all
on that, and in that forehand winner, just placing that so well. This one right here,
just enough spin to bring it down, and that was a clean winner. 30 all.
That's unbelievable.
An absolute
30-40.
And he's earned himself a match point.
Thank you. Ready for play.
serve.
Juice.
Yep. Justin Gimelstob just giving a clap saying, John, that's too good. On to the next one.
Advantage, Mmoh.
Strong and steady off the ground there. That backhand inside out. It's a potent shot.
Return from Isner.
Juice.
Don't think Mmoh was expecting it to come back with that much heat on it. Caught Mmoh on his back foot there.
Advantage, Mmoh.
Clutch delivery. Isner unable to handle the return. So another chance for Mmoh to get to 5-all.
Full change.
And a match point saved.
5 games all, final set.
Yeah, the Mmoh serve really got him out of that little jam that he was in. Stayed aggressive and hit his spot so well. How about he's serving 79% first serves in this final set. Isner's at 63 in this set, so not a crazy differential, but 79% first serves. Extremely high considering the pressure in the final set.
Well, Mmoh has played a lot of tough matches this summer. Yeah. He's matched tough. And so far answering all the challenges that Isner's put out there, including the match points. An excellent serve out wide. So here is Isner then.
Have to. Just takes off as soon as it hits court, just skids even more. See if he goes with it again. Another slice. He does.
30 love.
Yeah, that was a pretty heavy slice, about 11 miles an hour faster than the wide. That was T, so a little more meat.
Yes, and you got the lower part of the net there, so you can go a little bit harder. That one had some heat on net.
40 love.
Isner still got some juice left.
Well, we've compared him to Wilt Chamberlain. Now I guess we got to compare him to Nolan Ryan for throwing the heat, the cutter.
Isner.
Well, you can't have a better game than that.
Isner leads 6 games to 5. Final set.
Ball in the 5th to deliver that beauty. Is it a 5th and final set tiebreak, or is it Isner grabbing the set for 7-5? We'll find out now. A wonderful start.
15 love.
Early on the backhand, and he was coming in behind it. Confidence and aggression.
He's okay.
Yeah, that was a slip as he moved to his right.
Got it pretty quickly there. Anytime the big man goes down like that, it's got a long way to go.
15 all.
Also, well, gladly he's okay there, thankfully. Good shot there from Mmoh. Almost had that, had a good opportunity there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slip with the right foot. Lost his balance.
Thirty 15.
Tell you what, Mmoh's been doing a great job throughout this final set. Yes, of taking care of his serve, but keeping that first serve percentage so high and dealing with the Isner pace and just maneuvering the ball and guiding it around the court, trying to keep Isner on the move, not letting him stay in one place. Oh boy. A little bit of a miss at ball. You see the apology there from Mmoh, but
14-15.
coming forward on that one.
And 6 unforced errors, so he's been really tight in this set. He hasn't offered up too many free points, which got him into trouble in the first and second set.
Yeah, that's a great number.
Game, Mmoh.
I feel like this is only fitting. And I will say this, Leaf, whatever happens here, I've spent time with Isner on the court, in the locker room, and now
6 games
the
all.
pleasure of calling
Final
these matches.
set.
It's been an honor to be
Tie
part of
break.
the John Isner career journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, final set tie breaks. Our first two 10 points.
10-point breaker here to decide the fate if the Isner career will stay going, or can Michael Mmoh?
Yeah, he's trying to reach the U.S. Open third round for the first time, so plenty on the line for both these guys. Mmoh just 25, Isner 38 years of age. From the fountain of youth, battling in the 5th here.
1-0 Isner.
As Richard Haig said, it's a 10-point match tiebreak, a little bit different from the 12-point, which is the first to 7. A little more wiggle room.
Yeah, a little bit of room to breathe, but not much.
short run right now. He is moving forward and putting that pressure on Mmoh. He did a great job with that volley.
2-0 Isner.
Hit that real solid. Even the way he went behind
2-1
short like that, that makes it extremely difficult. Well done there from Mmoh, well placed.
First line, then cross.
2-2.
A great reaction volley there from Isner, but Mmoh on the quick pickup there, just with a little flick of the wrist, gets that ball going fast, and Isner not able to react to that one. That was a great point there from Mmoh.
Three-two Isner.
Boy, that was a tough volley. Handled it well and finishes with the smash.
Great pass there from Mmoh, but an even better pickup from the Bulldog.
Yeah, he goes down and gets that ball.
That's unbelievable.
And then quickly forward.
4-2 Isner.
4-2.
I don't think Mmoh thought that first one was coming back. What do I have to do?
A couple other tennis fans have taken a seat in the front row. Ben Shelton and Chris Eubanks. They're a part of this moment too. They want to see this. Strong tennis. Mmoh defended well that
4-3 Isner.
Isner's coming forward every chance he gets.
Every single opportunity. He doesn't want to get into any baseline exchanges right now. As soon as he has an opportunity, he's been coming forward, and it's worked. A credit to Mmoh, the way he's been defending and making Isner play so many balls. Mmoh's just using his athletic ability and his speed.
Wasn't a bad volley. It was deep. Tried to play behind. There's Chris on the left, Ben on the right. Right there. That's not bad. That's better. Remember, a 10-point match tiebreak.
For Isner.
How about that depth on the second serve there from Mmoh?
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he was definitely holding his breath for a split second.
Mmoh.
Isner connecting with the two-hander that time.
Not much you could do
6-all.
back in the court of Mmoh, but again, he hit a pretty good return, making Isner come up with the goods on that volley. Really got him stretched out.
All right, 6 points all, the change of ends. A few more moments to think about the plan. You can see dead even on points won in this final set. this incredible match. Isner taking the 2 opening sets, Mmoh winning the next 2. Dead even.
Isner with that passing shot. Great first reaction there from Isner.
7-6. Isner.
Here we go, John. Come on. Here we go.
7-0.
From Mmoh. Can send Isner way back behind the baseline. Great drop shot.
Exchange. Mmoh tracked it down. Isner got a rocket on that last ball. Just could not get it back into play.
8-7. Mmoh.
Thought Mmoh actually had plenty of time to hit over that forehand. He got there a lot faster than he thought.
Nine, 7. Mmoh.
That's a great return from Mmoh to get that point neutralized right off the first ball.
Isner had a match point earlier. Now it's Mmoh who has a match point.
Mmoh. 3-6, 4-6, 7-6, 6-4, 7-6.
John Isner will call it a day. Michael Mmoh comes up with a brilliant come from behind win.
Let's give it up for
Mmoh being pretty classy here. Probably Isner. Classy move there from Michael Mmoh. Got to respect that.